Hello, Dubai. How are you doing, guys? My name is Tadeas, and I would like to talk to you about DePin, decentralized public infrastructure, aka Flux. Flux is the biggest decentralized computational network out there. Our journey begins in Web 1, when we used to read news, browse the internet, but we quickly transitioned towards Web 2.0, when we became creators. We wrote our stories, we uploaded content, we published videos. But as time went by, the greed of corporations took over. They began to monetize our data, they began to censor the data, they began to advertise and control what we can do. And this is where Web 3.0 comes to rescue. With Web 3.0, you are becoming, again, the owner of the data. It's time to take control back into our hands and stop the censorship and greed of governments to tell us what to do. The current internet is run by three major players: Amazon, Google, and Microsoft. Combined, they own more than 65% of the market. If one of those providers goes down, you all would notice. You all would experience some kind of downtime, and this is where Web 3.0 comes to rescue to prevent this data loss. Web 3.0 will make it resilient and resistant against any service interruption. This is especially important as internet is growing by 16% every single year. The need of cloud compute is here, and we do not have infrastructure ready to support all the upticks. I am happy to report that DePin as an industry has grown by more than 50% just in the last 6 months, with thousands of projects participating, and more are coming into the space every single day. Such as Flux, Filecoin, Storj, Akash, Golem Network, Helium, and Flux. The biggest decentralized computational network out there, bridging users that provide compute and users that need the computational power on the other side for both computational and storage needs. Flux has more than 13,000 nodes spread across more than 70 countries. That comes to roughly 100,000 CPU cores, terabytes of RAM, and petabytes of storage. So let that sink in. Flux is the biggest decentralized computational network. For AI purposes, machine learning, and other useful stuff, we offer more than 6,000 GPUs that you can plug in right now. Flux is not only available using your traditional Web 3.0 tools, such as paying with your MetaMask, Zelcore, or SSP wallet. You can not only use your Bitcoin address or Ethereum address, you can also use traditional tools that you are used to. Sign in with your Apple ID, your Google, and pay with Apple Pay, Google Pay. That's what we offer, bridging 2.0 with Web 3.0. But why would you use Flux over traditional tools like AWS or DigitalOcean? It's the decentralized aspect of it. It's the redundancy, the resilience of the data. You are not taking or pulling your website from just one single server located somewhere in the West Coast or Japan. Your application runs simultaneously on multiple servers, at least on 3 on up to 100. So you are always using the fastest connection. always the nearest server, and always sharding from multiple locations to your computer, maximizing your speed. If one server goes down, never mind, you are still backed up by 50 other servers. And if those goes down, other instances are spawned on additional servers. So your application is truly decentralized, scalable, and resilient against any censorship and data loss. And mainly, it's affordable. Flux is up to 20 times cheaper compared to traditional infrastructure. For an 8-core machine with 60 gigabytes of memory and hundreds of gigabytes of storage, you are paying just $25. 20 times cheaper than on other providers. Flux has more than 2,000 paying customers, has grown more than 700% just in the last year, with an average order being roughly $15, boasting a revenue of $200,000. With more and more applications coming to Flux, we are looking to onboard any kind. As a proof-of-work chain, we are one of the largest out there. In fact, we are the third largest blockchain based on Bitcoin, right after Bitcoin and Litecoin. Flux is doing more than 75,000 on-chain transactions per day. As a company, we have grown to 75 employees, 25 of them actively working on maintenance and development. We are welcoming hundreds of outside collaborators, expanding the space. So, what can you run on Flux? Anything. From your website, WordPress solutions, to Counter-Strike servers, Minecraft servers, or any other game you can imagine. Your data is synced between multiple instances. It never goes down. We run Bitcoin nodes. We are the largest infrastructure provider for Zelcore wallet, for SSP wallet, for Cardano infrastructure. All those partners trust us to deliver them on-time availability all the time. I would like to thank to our partners from Seed Studio, NVIDIA, Ubuntu, Lumen, SUSE, and you, the audience, for listening and tuning in about Flux. Thank you. If you have any questions, please welcome to do so. How do we get the GPUs on board? It's provided by our users. Anyone with hardware can join the Flux network. So you can, we have minimum requirements you need to have. For example, 16 cores, 64 gigabytes of RAM, and a terabyte of storage. And if you have a GPU on board on your system, you get additional rewards from the blockchain. So users themselves are providing the GPUs, and we pay them from the applications that are running on the blockchain.
Hi.
Hello.
Does your platform currently supports infrastructure as code like Terraform?
I would need to get in touch with my team about that.
Okay.
But if you can Dockerize your application, we can definitely run it.
Okay.
In the background, Flux runs Dockerized applications.
What are Dockerized applications exactly?
As a developer, you launch your application directly. Let's say you create a Node.js application. You can put it on server and write node index.js. Or you can create a Docker file. That way, you Dockerize the application, upload it on GitHub, Docker Hub, JCR, and others, and you can pull that container and run it in a safe manner.
How are you guys cheaper than the rest of the competition? You're significantly cheaper. How do you guys keep the cost low?
We are cheaper because the compute is provided by the users. They have hardware at home that we can use, right? So you are not renting from traditional providers, but you are renting home computer or VPSs that are provided by the users. And in fact, you are not renting just one single server, but you are renting multiple servers for that price. That way it's redundant. Thank you.